Hey everybody, this is Siobhan. Just coming to remind you about our next women's group this Wednesday. This one is about trust. What can I say about trust? I know that it's hard. I know that you can't trust everyone, but I also know that most relationships require some level of trust. And our lives are filled with multiple relationships. We have relationships with our spouse, our parents, our children, our siblings, our co-workers, our neighbors, and on and on. So with so many relationships in our life, we have to decide whether we're going to trust them or not. Because relationships really die with no trust. But how do we trust in this world that makes us suspicious about everyone and everything? Um, and we are living in a world that really is in an endless cycle of self-indulgence. And when we think everyone is about self, that makes us not trust too. Um, but we know that trust is the faith we have in someone that they are who they say they are, and they're going to do what they say they're going to do, that they're loyal and won't betray us, that we can count on them. It is really the building block of any relationship. Without trust, the foundation of the relationship would always be shaky. And that's including our relationship with God. Yes, including our relationship with God. Our ability to trust and our thoughts on trust usually go forward to our trust in God as well, if we trust God. The most difficult virtue, but also the most noble for a person to have, is trust. But folks let us down. What makes a person trustworthy? How do you give your trust? How easily do you give it? Or do you give it at all? Who do we trust? Do we ever really fully trust anyone? Who should we put all our trust in? Most of us would say God. But even with God, why is it so hard to trust Him sometimes? Come join us as we talk about all of this. It's getting harder and harder to trust people in this me-centric world. I know I've been burned, stabbed in the back, betrayed, so I'm on guard for who I trust, and maybe end up not really trusting anyone. Um, how do we get past that? How do I get past that? Let's talk about it and test ourselves on our thoughts on trust and give feedback and share. Join us for the conversation and fellowship. We'll have our discussion this Wednesday, June 22nd at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Below this link is a video. Um, sorry, not a video. Below this video is a link to join the meeting and my email address in case you have questions or concerns. Again, join us this Wednesday, June 22nd at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Hope to see you there. Be blessed.